Today's flight is cruising at an altitude of confusion, where the seatbelt sign is always on and the in-flight entertainment is just a map of Delaware's empty skies. With a tailwind of bureaucracy and a snack cart full of irony, we're serving up peanuts and punchlines on this journey. Buckle up! We're flying into Delaware's air travel oddities, where the only turbulence is the state's relationship with commercial aviation. Delaware, the first state, proud of its place in American history, the home of tax-free shopping, beautiful beaches, and a reputation for being small but mighty. And the only state that once had 0 commercial flights for over a year. That's right, Delaware, the state that forgot to fly. If you wanted to catch a flight, you had to leave Delaware first, by car, bus, or even bike, just to get to an airport with actual planes. Let's unpack how this tiny state became America's aviation anomaly, a place where the skies are clear, but the runways are empty. Wilmington Airport, also known as ILG, is Delaware's only commercial airport, a facility with more history than departures. For decades, it's been a symbol of hope for local travelers, but also a punchline for frequent flyers. But for years, it was more like a ghost terminal, echoing with the footsteps of hopeful passengers and the occasional lost seagull. Airlines came and went like seasonal birds. Frontier, Delta, United, all tried, all bailed. Why? Low demand, high hopes, and a population that just didn't fill enough seats. Turns out most Delawareans prefer driving to Philly or Baltimore for their flights, where the options are plentiful and the ticket prices are often lower. The result? A terminal so empty you could hear your own travel dreams echoing back at you. Cut to a tumbleweed rolling through an empty terminal with a sign, "Next flight, TBD." Even the vending machines look bored. In 2023, Avelo Airlines became the lone commercial carrier in Delaware, swooping in to save the day, or at least to offer a few flights. For a brief shining moment, Delawareans could book a ticket without crossing state lines. But then came turbulence, both literal and political. Avelo was linked to deportation flights operated by ICE, flights that didn't even touch Delaware soil, but the association was enough to spark outrage. Still, protests erupted at Wilmington Airport, with activists and locals voicing their concerns about the airline's involvement. With locals boycotting the airline over its involvement, the airport's future seemed even more uncertain. The scene was surreal. Protesters, news crews, and even a few costumed characters making their voices heard. Mascot reaction, Sloth holding a protest sign. No flights, no fights. Because in Delaware, even the mascots are laid back. The sloth became an unlikely symbol of Delaware's slow-motion air travel saga. Despite its location smack between major hubs, Philadelphia to the north, Baltimore to the south, Delaware has never hosted a major airline base, and its airport remains a curiosity for aviation geeks and frustrated travelers alike. It's the only state where air travel is more myth than method, where the check-in counters are as empty as the skies above. Even the Department of Homeland Security flagged Delaware as a sanctuary jurisdiction, adding another layer of complexity to the state's aviation woes. The debate over flights, politics, and state identity added political fuel to the aviation fire, making headlines far beyond Delaware's borders. For months, the departure board was a monument to stillness. No flights, no destinations, just a calendar of missed opportunities. Fun fact flash, Delaware once went 13 months without a single commercial flight, making it the only U.S. state with 0 scheduled service during that time. That's over a year of radio silence from the control tower. Imagine trying to book a flight and realizing your entire state is a no-fly zone. That's Delaware's reality. So next time you're booking a flight and you scroll past Delaware, remember, it's not you, it's them. Delaware might be the first state, but when it comes to air travel, it's often the last to take off. Literally and figuratively. The state's aviation story is a slow taxi to the runway, with takeoff always just out of reach. Whether it's boycotts, ghost terminals, or political turbulence, Delaware's air travel history is a saga of missed connections and empty gates. Delaware's air travel history is anything but smooth sailing, more like a bumpy ride with unexpected layovers. So, what's your Delaware air travel story? Did you ever manage to catch a flight, or did you end up on a road trip instead? Call to action. Drop a comment if you've ever flown out of Delaware, or tried to. We want to hear your tales of terminal tribulations. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out our playlist of state-by-state oddities. There's always another strange story just over the horizon. Tomorrow's Sloth Saying might just be about baggage fees. So stay tuned for more slow-moving wisdom from the world's quirkiest states.